Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today, I think I would like to work on the broadcasting thing. Like, the approach that we got is not good enough. Actually, it doesn't work. So, let's go ahead and see if we can try something else. And for that, let's go to, I always forget this one. No, I want to see the session. This one, but the type. Name session. There we go. So currently we got this in order to broadcast. Basically, we got a buffer where we store packets that we want to send to different clients. The thing is, we reach the limit quite easily, and it's not something that we can work with. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Instead, what I was thinking was that perhaps we can have something like this. The struct, we're gonna say, do I wanna have the, well, let's say for now that we got this, and then we can have some flags, such as needs to, or just moved, and that's updated, something like that, right? And then in here we say, how can I call this? Characters nearby. Something like that, right? Now, how can we use this? Well, basically, we will be populating characters in this list based on the distance from our character. So if a character comes close to us, we will add it to this list. Then when that character does something such as moving, we will go to this list and update this flag. With this, we'll know, oh, we have to send a character move packet or something like that. We will send that and then we will return this to 0. So we know that we updated that. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but I guess we can try it out. So yeah, also we may need well, you know what? Maybe we can leave the packet response. Was it like that? I don't know. Don't recall. Merge. Else auth. Game session. Response queue. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's leave this like it is. Like that. And then let's try the most, I think the only packet that we're broadcasting is the movement. I'm not sure. Let's see. Game server. broadcast. Yeah. All right, so let's so what is this? Broken. Why the fuck do I have that tooltip? You guys seen this? What the fuck? Okay. All right. So let's turn off these broadcasts. What is this? This is Enderworld. I see. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one. And I'm gonna turn off this for now. Toggle. And I'm gonna turn off this one. This is the attacking. Yeah. Toggle. Okay. So now we just we only broadcast here, which is the action or when we enter the world. So we notified there's a new player in the world. Okay. So what do we have to do? Based on the character's position, check for close, or I think we can say check for closer units or characters to our character, meaning the character that's entering the world, and then add those characters to our characters nearby list, and then do the same for the characters. Do the same for the characters, but only including the new character that just entered the world. All right. Sounds good. All right, so let's do the first one. First, we gotta check for closer characters, and we're not gonna do the action implementation for this. I'm just gonna say, yeah, everyone can see all the characters. So I'm gonna say, how can I do this though? So I'm gonna go through all the sessions. I wanna make sure that this is an active session. Continue. So I only want active sessions and sessions with characters. Yes. And also, I don't wanna session character. All right. I don't wanna deal with the character that's entering the world. I just wanna deal with the characters surrounding, or I wanna deal with the rest of the characters. Okay, so now we gotta check if this character Or I guess we can, you know what? I'm gonna say for each. How can I call this struct? Character. Yeah, and now that I think about it, I'm gonna need the session, not the character itself. So, and then I guess I can say character or sessions nearby. All right, and then session nearby. And this is gonna be S sessions nearby. Yes, and now I'm gonna say find free space session nearby free space, and I'm gonna say if this one has a session, continue, otherwise I'm gonna say free space equals to nearby and then break. Now if we don't have a free space, I guess we'll have to continue, like there's nothing that we can do in here. I guess I can log something. No more free space to store nearby sessions for, and then I can do as username. That correct? Okay. All right. So now if we do have the space, I'm gonna say free space session equals to the session, and then I guess I can add a new flag, just enter world or something like that. And then in here I'm gonna say free space, just enter world 1. Yes. And I guess I don't have to check for the case in which the character is already in the list, because I think that's that can happen. Yeah, because the user just logged in, so there's no way we already have that session in the list. Okay, so free space, and then let me check it one more time. Yeah, find free space. We go through all the nearby, this list. And then we find a free one. We store that, and then we say, make sure that you send the enter world info. And then yeah, that should be it for the rest of the players. And now I should do the same for the current session, meaning the one that's entering the world. Okay, so how do I want to do that? Well, I guess we can do pretty much the same. Like so. And then for the free space, we're not going to be using this, but instead I'm going to be using this. There we go. And then session space session equal s. Yes. Okay. So we're populating the list with the new character, and then we're doing the same for the new character. Now we're adding the characters that are nearby. In this case, pretty much all the characters. Yes. Session nearby. Session S. This is not. Okay, this was a close one. So the session needs to be session, meaning the character that just logged in. Okay. Yes. All right. And now what do we have to do? Yeah, we already did that. And what we just did was 0.3. Okay. Good. Now we're not gonna immediately broadcast this, but instead we're gonna rely on the tick event. And that's an event that occurs every, I don't know how many milliseconds, but yeah, it's a periodic timer. So let's see if we already got that hooked up. Linux game server, tick. Do I got tick? New connection, close, read, can write. I don't have the tick. What are you talking about? Yeah, here it is. But I wasn't listening to it. All right. I guess we can do that. Break. Then just to make sure that this is indeed working, I'm gonna say tick. All right, so now when I open up the game server, we should see tick, 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 tick. There we go. Nice. Now with this, do I wanna I think I'm calling tick before the read and write, which is perfect. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Okay, perfect. So now, what function should I call? Game server request, session, con session. Okay. Or we could say something like 0, 0, and 0. So with this, we know when we don't have anything, it means we're dealing with a tick function. So let's see. Where is this function? Alright, so we do send the state, but then we don't send the session nor the. So okay. And here I'm gonna say if session this is a timer tick event. And then here I'm gonna go through all the sessions. So this is gonna be game session, session, then game. I believe it was. Yeah, game session, yeah. And then I guess I can copy this. All right, and now this is where I check for the nearby thing. Nearby session, I believe it was. Nope, session nearby. Okay, nearby, and then sessions nearby. Now, if we don't have a session, we don't do anything, or not break, continue. But if we do, we will have to check for these flags, right? In this case, I'm gonna say if nearby, just enter world. This is where I'm gonna quote unquote broadcast the packet. So then this is game server, let's see. Enter world. Sadly, I'm gonna have to copy all of that. Or Yeah, I'm gonna have to copy this. Okay, so I'm gonna say static void well, I guess I can say nearby enter world. Game state, and then struct game session. So third, and this is gonna be session. Maybe we can do this. Game session, or no session, or yes, session. Okay, so if we do have this, sadly I'm gonna have to copy this. Or what's the... Yeah, no, I don't have to send... I was gonna send this whole thing, but this is only for the character that just went in. For the rest, I have to send this one. Nice, perfect. Okay, so here... Oops. I think I can rename this to response or packet. Response is okay. So we're gonna rely on the buffer that we're using. But in this case, what we're gonna do is, if for some reason we don't have a free packet, we're gonna say continue. We can't handle this. Yes, we're gonna do that. So if we don't have if we don't have enough space to send this response, don't worry, we're gonna try to handle it in the next tick. Okay, so this should be nearby session character. And yes, to make sure the character is still in the game, otherwise we may have some errors. Or, well, yeah, probably, because I don't know how the client behaves if you try to send data from a character that's not in the world. Perhaps nothing happens, but okay. So if this just enter the world, try to get in free response from the session. This is getting a bit confusing, but stick with me. Sidebar. Okay, so if you don't have enough space, try on the next tick. But if we do, send the data for the character, encrypt this. And I believe that's pretty much it. What is this? Notify ourselves. Do we really need to send this for... I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Okay. And now there's one last thing, and that's gonna be nearby just enter world equals 0 because we just queue the response and we don't have to keep checking for this. Okay, let's see if this works. What's the problem here? Oh. Date. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Game server, login server. Come on. Okay, so test. Okay, so far so good. Let's see what happens if we logged in with another client. We should be able to see both characters, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Or is it? Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. So it's a bit weird that I had to click in order to see the character. Let's say if we're doing something else on the movement code. I don't think so, but on move. Yeah, we're not doing anything. Okay, so I'll assume that it's working. What is this? This is the game server, right? Yes. All right. So we didn't explode, which is good. Always good. Let's try. Let's see what happens with the movement code. So for this one, let's go to the enter world. No, not this one. And let's go ahead and clear this up because that's not required. I think we can get rid of this as well. Lovely. All right. So now what I have to do is make sure the character, yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna toggle this. And this one, queue response, no. Response. Or for what packet am I using for? Oh, I'm using the same. Okay. I don't know about this. I think I should game session H. Yeah, I think I should have a dedicated buffer for this type of responses. Yeah. Okay. For now it's okay, but we should have a dedicated buffer for this. Okay. So I'm gonna get a new thingy. Then we're code that and then encrypt. And then with this we should be able to move. Right? Maybe not. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now we have to broadcast this because if I go to here, I don't see the new change. Okay, so far so good. Now, how do we broadcast this? How do I do this? I think I have to go through all the sessions. And then I have to go through all the nearby thing. We have to ignore our session. Okay, and then we have to check. We have to check if the nearby character is equal to our character. I mean, if it's not, then continue, don't do anything. But if it is, we're gonna say this. We're gonna make use of that flag. I'm gonna say nearby just moved, whoops, equals 1. And that's it. So basically we're signaling that this character, one of the characters that's nearby you, just moved. So in the tick function, we'll send the corresponding packet, which is this one, the movement. Now for this is tricky because I need the origin and the destination. Right? Otherwise I can't build the packet, which is fine because we can just do something like, what is this? This is an integer, right? I think it is, yes. Okay, I'm gonna say destination X, Y, and Z, origin X, origin Y, and origin Z. And then I can update those variables. In here. Okay, so now we got all the variables to build the packet. Let's do that. Tick event. Yes, sir. I'm gonna say nearby on move. Nearby move. Sounds better. Okay. Now I think I can do the same. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, put that in, nearby, move, and then again, go through all these, yes, go through all the sessions that are nearby you. Make sure that we do have the session, and then check for this flag. Just moved. Okay. If we don't have anything, that's fine. Don't do anything. Reset the flag and then try to rebuild the response. Game session encrypt response. Is that okay? What is that? Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright, so here I'm gonna say queue response. And the same for this. Alright. This is gonna be nearby character ID. Destination, we got it. It's just here. Update everything. We already got this. So build a packet with the nearby thing, encode it, send it, and mark this as completed. Right, so whoops. What's the problem here? Oh, they should be session character. And I guess the same happens here. Okay, so now when I move, the server explodes. Nice. Let's check on the logs. Unable to load, file too short. Linux game server C. What? Line 46. The request. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get a warning for that. So I'm gonna do session equal session. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's try again. There we go, game server. Test. Okay, can I move? Can't. What's going on? Junk. Nothing. What? New packet received and it just died. What are you talking about, bruv? Oh, relax. Okay. Let's check on the move thing. We decode the request. We build that up. So we may not have free space for this. I'm gonna assert that just in case. Encode the response and send it. And then notify the rest. So go through all the sessions. Now for that session, go through all the nearby sessions. Make sure that it's our character. Request. That all seems to be fine. But then nearby move. Am I doing something wrong here? Probably. Nearby session, sure. And yes. Nearby session character. Destination. Encode the response into the queue response. Encrypt. And that's it. This seems to be fine. What if I turn it off? Or can do if 0 so we don't have that bloody warning. Okay, see now. Come on, can I move? No. And it straight up explodes. What am I doing wrong? Then that's new packet received, and that's well then the problem is on move. Quest session character. Response move. Okay, let's toggle this. Build again. And see what we get. Okay, can I move? Yes, alright. Now we know where the bug is. It's in here. Toggle. Okay. Where is the problem? Oh, bro. Nearby. If you don't have a session, don't do anything. And then I guess we... No, I think that's fine. And then I have to make the same in here. I'm gonna say if nearby session character continue. Although we don't really have to make this check because this one is more than enough, but just to be extra sure. Okay, so now we should be able to move. Hey, look at that, nice. Now let's see what happens if I add a new character to the equation. Okay, test, go on. Okay, you can see the player. Then what about this? I'm not seeing any movement though. Which is weird. Or could it be because I'm not updating the position of the player? I'm not sure. Yeah, there's no movement. Okay. Let's see. What's the problem? Okay. Skip this session. Go through all the nearby. Make sure the session is this okay? Enter world. I am not sure. Is that okay? Yeah, it should be fine. And then when I try to pick it up, nearby session, just move. Nearby session, character ID. Let's see if this is updating nearby position. I don't see the nearby. Not seeing that log. Updating. Yeah, it's not there. So we're not hitting this. Um, So if we're not hitting that, then the on move. What about this? Nearby is set as just moved. Okay. If I move, again, I'm not seeing the nearby thingy. Oh yes, the nearby is set as just moved. But then why is it not nearby session character? What am I doing wrong? Go through all the sessions. I guess I can toggle this. Then if the character is not the one that we're handling here, continue. But if it is, update this, and that's all good. Nearby move. Go through all the nearby. Go through all these sessions nearby. If we don't have character or session, don't do anything. Check for the just move. And then just build the packet. I mean, it's not that complicated. So where is the problem? Maybe this? Okay, let's see now. Hey, did I see some movement? Hey, look at that, nice. So now it's working. Is it? Yeah. Takes a little bit of time, like, it's a bit weird. Oh, and I think we just exploded? No. Didn't, but for some reason I can't move. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Well, I think we lost the sync. Yeah. A bit. I can't do anything with this. What the fuck? Yeah, this one completely lost the synchronization, so I can't do much. But what's weird about this is that it seems like the packets aren't being sent until I do some kind of action. And we were able to see that when with the enter world packet. So when we logged in, we don't see anything, but as soon as I try to move or do an action, then I see the character. And that's a bit odd. Also, why does it move like, or maybe because it has the fits on the floor? Okay. So maybe that behavior maybe we're getting that behavior because of how we handle this. So first, we're dealing with the tick. When we enter the world, we broadcast a new character, that's fine. This will run first. And then let's assume that we broadcast a packet, we come here, response queue count. And I think we're updating this whenever we call this. Can I see the, what is this? Okay. Game session for response. Game session C. Yeah. So this is where we update that. But again, it's a bit weird that I have to make an action to see that, and then this client completely lost the synchronization, which means we're not sending the packets in the correct order. Let's try one more time. Let's see the effect in action again. So test 2, test 2. Notice that when I go into the game, I don't see anything, but as soon as I do anything, like move, then what the fuck? Now I'm seeing double. Oh, because I didn't close the previous connection, so this is fine. Like I'm not. Yeah, basically I'm not handling the closed connection properly for now. But notice how I wasn't able to see any of this before I send the action to move. And the same happens in here. So I just moved, And then notice here, I don't have anything, but as soon as I move, and now I can't move. What the fuck? Can I move, please? Yeah. What the fuck? Alright. Yeah, so I'm losing the synchronization between the client and the server. But I'm not sure why. Could it be that you know what? Let's try one small thing. I'm gonna add a new response here. Message struct packet response. And now whenever I have to send something, I'm not gonna or how can I um I'm not sure. I may have to dig into the L2J project. I'm not sure if having a dedicated, like something like this, will solve the problem. And what I'm thinking is using this dedicated buffer for packets such as this one, for instance, right? Instead of asking for a response, I should be able to use this one instead. And then leave this queue for the broadcast. But even then, this should be... I'm not sure because this queue should be... this queue should contain all the packets in order. So we shouldn't be losing this synchronization. Why is that? Yeah, I think I'll have to check on the L2J project to see what am I doing wrong. Not a whole lot of progress, but I think we're in the right track. But if not, we can always scratch everything and start over. Yeah, let's see. Well, I don't know if I want to comment this yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment it yet. Instead, I'm gonna make a quick research on the L2J project, and then I'll see if I comment this or if I do a new video with the new approach. But for now, I think this is good enough. Alright guys, not the best of the videos, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Yeah, so if you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe, give a like to the video, and I guess we'll see how much progress we can do in the next video. Alright guys, take good care. Bye.